Hi, and welcome to the Ask Dr. Angela podcast with everyone's favorite OBGYN, Dr. Angela Jones. Have you ever been too embarrassed or shy to ask your own doctor about your, girl parts? Well, you've come to the right place to get straight answers. Feel free to ask Dr. Angela anything women's health related. Obstetrics and gynecology? She keeps it real. Pregnancy? She's been there, done that. Menopause? She'll get you through. Young or old, Dr. Angela's got you covered, girl. Now here's Dr. Angela.
What's good, people? This is Dr. Angela, everyone's favorite OBGYN, and I would like to officially welcome you to episode 256 of the Ask Dr. Angela podcast. I love today's topic. It's about cervixes. So today's topic is really interesting because I don't think that women or just people in general know enough about the cervix. I mean, the cervix is amazing. It's dynamic. So let's jump right into it. Today I'm going to talk about the top 3 things I think women, and not just women, maybe everyone should understand about their cervix. Number 1, the cervix is its own entity. Pap smears are designed specifically for cervixes and screen for cervical cancer, not uterine cancer, or, sometimes we call uterine cancer endometrial cancer. Vaginal cancer, yes, there is also such a thing, but it's different from cervical cancer. So first and foremost, cervixes, again, are their own entity. Number 2, your cervix is like a gateway. It allows some things in and it keeps some things out. For example, it allows sperm in and it tries to keep some things like infection out, but occasionally it lets infection in as well. Ever heard of PID, i.e. pelvic inflammatory disease? Cervixes allow menstrual blood, also known as your period, out of your uterus. What else does the cervix allow out of your uterus? Babies! The cervix allows babies out of your uterus. That's pretty flipping amazing. Thirdly, cervixes are flipping dynamic. They can be thick, they can be thin, they can be long, they can be short. Think labor and delivery here. The healing capacity of cervixes is completely out of this world. It's like superhero status. I'm always really amazed, quite frankly blown away, when I examine cervixes post any kind of procedure. For example, LEEP procedure. Some of you may have heard of LEEP procedures. That's typically done for cervical dysplasia that can't be observed. But anyway, I'm always amazed when I look at cervixes post any kind of procedure because it's like I wasn't even there. Or even when I examine women postpartum and I look at their cervixes after childbirth, I'm always scratching my head. A baby came through that? Get the flip out of here. So here we go. Here's a recap. Top 3 things I want you to take away from this podcast about your cervix. Number 1, they're their own entity, different from the vagina, different from the uterus, different from the ovaries. Number 2, the cervix is a gateway. It allows some things in, keeps some things out. And last but not least, number 3, your cervix is flipping dynamic. I actually really like today's topic. It was simple, it was easy, it's anatomical, and hopefully you got something out of it. If you happen to have a question or concern, a topic that you want discussed on the podcast, you know how to reach me, www.askdrangela.com. That's ASKDRANGELA.com. Click on the question mark, leave your question. You can directly email me or you can direct message me on any of the social media venues. That's Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I love hearing from you. I can't wait to hear from you. I'm going to leave you with this thought from Calvin Coolidge on persistence. I loved this thought because I always tell people, I don't know if I told you, but I'm the oldest of 3 children. And of the 3 of us, I don't think that I'm the most intellectually gifted. I actually think that it's my younger brother or our youngest brother. He's just sharp as a whip. Really, really, really an intelligent guy. But I always tell people where I make up for that is persistence. You're not going to outwork me. You can't outwork me. So this is what Calvin Coolidge had to say on persistence. Nothing in the world can take the place of persistence. Talent will not. Nothing is more common than unsuccessful people with talent. Genius will not. Unrewarded genius is almost a proverb. Education will not. The world is full of educated failures. Keep believing, keep trying, persistence and determination alone are omnipotent. Let that marinate for a little bit. Until next time, look better, feel better, be better. Can't wait to reconnect on episode 257 of the Ask Dr. Angela podcast.
Thank you for listening to the Ask Dr. Angela podcast. For more information on women's health and the show notes for this episode, please visit Dr. Angela at www.askdrangela.com. While you're there, don't forget to leave your own message for Dr. Angela. See you soon! All of the information provided and discussed in this podcast is for educational and informational purposes only and should not take the place of consulting a physician. This podcast is not intended to diagnose, treat, or cure any disease or illness and does not and should not replace treatment from a medical professional.